This is Jason with Chicago News, and you're probably wondering why we have another Pacifica. We just did this. Well, even though this won Family Vehicle of the Year for us last year, Chrysler's gone and added a plug. The hybrid retains these amazing stow and go seats, which very quickly and easily fold away to create a flat cargo area, but you lose the storage compartments, which would normally have been under those seats, because that's where they've put the battery. Adding this plug means that everything you already loved about the Pacifica is still intact, but now it's much kinder to these trees you see behind us. One of the reasons to choose a minivan over, let's say, an SUV or a crossover are these sliding doors, which make it so easy to get in and out of here. You've got obviously 3 rows of seats. This has the rear entertainment package, so you've got games, DVDs, headphones, all wireless in the back for plenty of entertainment options. When it comes time to close the hatch, you're kind of used to seeing a button up here to shut it, but Chrysler actually tucks the button away on the side here. You can do it from the side. It's a little awkward at first, but for someone that's my height, we're used to seeing it up here, but if this is actually up there, so if you're a little bit shorter, it might be a little bit more convenient where it is. When you have your whole family in the vehicle, safety is obviously very important. This has optional package with a full set of active safety features. There's blind spot monitors, rear cross traffic alert, forward collision warning, lane departure warning. This also has a 360 view camera and park assist as well. So lots of different features that help keep you and your family safe. So the ratings for efficiency on this are 84 mpge, that's in electric only mode, and 33 miles per gallon on the gas mode. Our trip right now is showing 316 miles. 224 of those were all electric and 91 were on gas. So our average was actually 30 miles per gallon. So this is getting 30 miles per gallon on the gas engine. It really is getting better mileage than you would get in a Pacifica, because those electric motors are always helping. Like right now from this light, it's taking off in the electric mode. It's not until now that the gas engine starts. So even in the gas mode, there's enough battery reserve that the motors are helping get better mileage. There's really not much else that lets you know that you're driving a different Pacifica than a regular gas one. The interior layout is the same. Everything that we love about the Pacifica is still here. We got this great large center screen display. There's lots of gauges in the center, which now also give you all the information about the battery as well. Overall, this is a great place to be, and there's a reason families love this. You've got tons of power outlets. Ours has the entertainment package, so you've got DVDs everywhere, wireless headphones. You know, this is a place where kids can be entertained, and it's actually really fun to drive as well. This great panoramic roof lets a ton of sun in. Really is a great addition here. Sun over both the front and back seats. This is obviously a long vehicle, tons of space inside. You would worry that it doesn't have a good turning radius, but let's check it out here. That's actually really impressive. As far as interior fit and finish, again, not anything different here than you would see in a normal Pacifica. There's some nice materials, a lot of soft touch. They're not as nice to look at in some places, but they all have a nice feel to them. One of our biggest complaints in the regular Pacifica is the position of this shifter and the way that it looks just like a volume knob and is next to the volume knob. It's actually between you and the volume knob. So even though there's volume control on the steering wheel, you know, if you go to grab for the volume, it's really easy to grab this shifter instead. It just doesn't seem like a very smart layout. Even though this can actually operate on just the electric motors, it doesn't actually have an EV mode. You can't switch anything. Chrysler's done the work of programming all of the different driving configurations, and the car really adapts for itself, so you don't have to worry about it at all. On a full charge, Chrysler says that you'll get 33 miles electric only range, which means that you can plug this in, get a charge overnight, and then your first 30 to 33 miles of driving, we actually got 35 one time, are basically just all electric. And as long as you're not accelerating too hard, it won't kick on the gas engine. So depending on what your route is, you might only use electricity. And we plug this in every night. We ended up, over a course of a whole week, we still have 2/3 of a tank of gas, because every day the first 30 to 35 miles were on electric. I have to admit, I thought that getting behind the wheel of this hybrid Chrysler Pacifica would feel a bit odd. It's got an all EV mode. Well, it doesn't have any mode. It doesn't let you choose what you're doing, but it'll operate in all EV until it exhausts the battery, and then it'll start using the gas engine. Of course, also if you accelerate hard and you want to go pretty quickly, it'll use the gas engine as well in combination with the electric motor. So this is probably about the point you're wondering what all this costs, and the hybrid starts at $41,000. Our test vehicle reaches about $47,000 with destination fee. But remember, with a vehicle like this, you can qualify for $7,500 federal tax credit. So you really are getting a lot for your money when you consider the tax credit available. So let's see what this thing will accelerate like. 0 to 60 is actually in the 7-second range. And the way that the electric motors work here, they're acting on the CVT transmission. So it's very seamless acceleration. Electric motors have all of their torque available right away. So this really gets off the line smartly. All this efficiency sounds really great, but you know, you're probably wondering what the catch is. There's got to be a sacrifice. Really, the main thing is the extra storage, which is underneath the third row of seats, is now where the batteries are. So you lose some storage capability. You lose a little bit of acceleration, but honestly, this is pretty quick, especially for a hybrid. So no one's going to really complain about that acceleration here, but you do lose a little storage space. Overall, though, it's a great compromise. Well, what do we think of this 2017 Chrysler Pacifica hybrid? The minivan changed the game as far as family vehicles, and Chrysler's been ahead of the game all along. Here we have them changing the game again, and this will really make you rethink the SUV as a family vehicle. The Pacifica is already a fantastic vehicle on the inside. Now you've got the added benefit of being kinder to the environment, using less fuel, and plugging in every night.